Hi students, I like calling you that. Okay, so this should be my first ever video on personal growth. And again, I have to work really hard at making these short because I could go on and on, but I want to give you some personal examples because I feel like they're so helpful. So this video, beginning the personal growth journey. Okay, I don't know that I ever really realized that I was a problem solver, but I have realized I am a documentarian of life at this point. So going along this journey, for those of you interested in personal growth, or you just want to know what I'm running my mouth about today, is that I'm going to give the example of growing up. For those of you who haven't heard my story, just really brief, is that as a teenager, I had a lot of anger and disgust at the world, okay? And so my music and my writing, those were supportive things to me that helped me survive and thrive in life, okay? And continue to do help me to this day. I wouldn't say necessarily that I knew at the time that I thought negative, but I definitely knew that my anger and everything was helping me survive. So it kind of like was fun to be like a snobby punk rock person, and it helped make me feel safe in the world, okay? So I laugh at myself because when I saw other people, we could just say older people or whoever it was, I saw people hugging and kissing each other out in public, I'd be all, look at them acting all happy. What do they have to be happy about? And not that there's anything wrong with that, because I was always a very loving and compassionate person. I really deep down and do love the world, but there are a lot of things and injustices and things like that, all sorts of things that happen in the world on a daily basis that helps create this anger, right? Okay, but so it wasn't until my early 20s opening, my own business in a kind of like a retail salon type environment, doing facials, that I saw that thinking positively and expecting a positive reaction got me a response that I wanted. And it's in one of my videos. You can hear the story with the landlord, if you want to say the boss of the building that I was in getting him to turn down the heat, because he would always have this really bad attitude about it. And so that is the beginning when I knew, like, hey, that worked. Something, positive became out of that. And I'm going to do that within one of my little meditation things. I'm going to start with explaining to you guys, or do for you guys, is always expecting a positive response. Okay, this is a reprogramming and retraining of our brain to think like this. And I have to live like this, and this is every day. So I always switch any sort of negative mindset thinking to positive. Okay, that is one of the steps. So with this story, I wanted to tell you is me not being conscious, okay? And then the other part of it is somebody coming into our life to help us is a very crucial part, and it doesn't happen with everybody, okay? Sometimes people have a parent, maybe there's a mentor, another coach in their community. Sometimes people have a good friend. And that is one of the biggest parts, is when we have somebody who loves us and is helping us and supports us and believes in us, it helps us believe in ourselves. And since that's a huge part of my self-worth journey of not believing myself and not feeling like I can achieve or accomplish very much, this is very helpful, okay? So I'm going to say, or your significant other, it's being loved and supportive. You cannot imagine that kind of what that support will do for you in life. So that's why I talk so much about, if you don't want to hire a coach or whatever it is, there are lots of things online you can seek support from. It's just, with me particularly, I do a lot of customizing. So I like to hear your stories. I like to hear your situations, and my ability to see the other side and have compassion and help you work through these things to help you find your own solutions. Okay, so that's the difference with somebody like me. I also think my expertise in negative thinking does help, because I know what it's like to think like that. Okay, so this is going to take time. That's another part of this too, is that even the 20 plus years or however long that it's been, working on myself, and it continues. And I feel like it's been such a slow process that I will give you the example of from age 14 to 43, which I am 45 now, is that it has taken me that long to realize my energy and my efforts that I've been putting into the people that I've met throughout my life. And would we say that they are all deserving of that energy? Probably, maybe not. I don't know, but it's just taken me a long time to realize when you walk away, and just like my dad said, you're lucky if you can count on one hand the friends you've had in life. So he said so many great, beautiful things. So I want to just do this video to talk about personal growth and this journey. I know at this point in time, there's a lot of young people that are very evolved, very, very self-aware, probably have a lot more answers than those of us back in the day. But that's what I wanted to say in personal growth, that sometimes it can take a long time. You don't know that you need it. You're not conscious of it. But I would say, if anything, if you are a person listening to this video now and you want to just overcome some areas that you feel stuck in, maybe you're not crying about it. Maybe that's not the issue. Maybe it's just something that repetitively comes up in your mind, and somehow in another way it's affecting your life or those around you, or somebody brought it up to you. Maybe that's why you're looking into this personal growth stuff. But having somebody that can help and support you and be there for you, and sometimes we got to pay people to help us with that stuff. Okay, so I will see you in the next video, and yes, I can help you retrain yourself to think more positive on a daily basis, because I feel in some ways I've mastered this, not perfectly, but enough for me to get results in my life. Okay, so I will see you next time.